Abu Saʿid, the master of the heart. Welcome to our English learning series. Imagine a wise man who is not always serious. He is full of joy. He loves to celebrate life with music and poetry. He loves to laugh. He finds God not in hard books, but in a simple, happy heart. One day, someone asked him, "What is the fastest way to reach God?" He replied, "The fastest way to God is to bring happiness to another person's heart." What a beautiful idea. This man was Abu Saʿid Abu'l-Khayr. Did you know about the mystic of joy and kindness? He was a great Persian Sufi master and poet. A Sufi is a mystic who looks for God with love. He was a true master of the heart. He lived in the 10th and 11th centuries. This was during the great Islamic Golden Age. He lived in the great region of Khorasan, in the city of Mehana, in today's Turkmenistan. He was not a famous scientist like Avicenna. He was a teacher of the soul. He showed the world a powerful truth. True spirituality is not about being sad and serious. It is about being joyful, kind, and full of love. Abu Saʿid's life was a story of a great change. As a young man, he was a serious student. He studied religious books for many years. He was very strict with himself. But one day, he realized something. He felt that reading books alone was not enough. He wanted to feel the truth in his heart, not just read about it in a book. So he changed his life completely. He left his books and his school. He began a long journey inside his own soul. He spent many years in meditation, quietly focusing the mind. He worked hard to clean his heart of all pride and selfishness. He wanted to be an empty cup, ready for God's light. There is a famous story about Abu Saʿid and the great doctor, Avicenna. These two great men were very different. Avicenna was a man of the mind. He used logic and science. Abu Saʿid was a man of the heart. He used intuition and spiritual experience. One day, they met. They went into a room together. They talked for 3 whole days and nights. No one knows what they talked about. When they finally came out, Avicenna's students asked him, "Master, what do you think of Abu Saʿid?" Avicenna gave a famous answer. He said, "Everything that I know, he sees." Then Abu Saʿid's students asked him, "Master, what do you think of Avicenna?" Abu Saʿid replied, "Everything that I see, he knows." This story beautifully shows the two great paths to truth: the path of the mind and the path of the heart. Abu Saʿid was one of the first poets of the Rubai, a 4-line poem. Omar Khayyam later became famous for the same kind of poem. His poems are very simple, but they are full of deep meaning. They are about love, joy, and letting go of the self. Abu Saʿid's stories and poems are full of wisdom. Here are a few of his famous ideas. "Everywhere I look, I see jewels and gold, but no one sees them. No one picks them up." Someone asked him, "Where are these treasures?" He replied, "Everywhere. The real treasures are the chances to help someone. When there is a sad person, a poor person, or a friend who needs help, that is where the treasure is." Why did God create people? Abu Saʿid answered this big question with a beautiful story. He said God created people for 3 reasons. First, his power was so great, he needed someone to see it. Second, his blessings were so many, he needed someone to enjoy them. And third, his mercy was so endless, he needed someone to forgive. We are a mirror. Whatever you see in us, good or bad, is a reflection of yourself. This means, if you see a fault in me, it is because that fault is also inside you. We see the world not as it is, but as we are. Love came and was like blood in my veins. It removed my small self and filled me with the beloved. This means, when you truly love, your old, selfish self disappears. The love for the beloved God fills your entire being. You are no longer just you. You are filled with love. Abu Saʿid's love for poetry was so deep. Even his last words were a poem. He asked his friends for something special. He said, "At my funeral, do not read sad verses. Instead, read this happy poem for me." The poem said, "What is sweeter than this in the world? The friend has met the friend, and the lover has joined his beloved." For Abu Saʿid, death was not a sad end. It was a happy moment. It was the moment his soul finally joined with God, the great beloved. Abu Saʿid's tomb is in his home city of Mehana, in Turkmenistan. It is a place pilgrimage for Sufis and people who love poetry. It is a place of peace and love. They honor the great master who taught the world about the joy of a kind heart. Abu Saʿid is one of the most beloved mystics in history. He showed that spirituality is not about rules and fear. It is about love, joy, and kindness. He taught that the best way to be close to God is to be close to people. His ideas influenced many poets after him. Even great Rumi was inspired by his joyful and loving path. He is a great hero of Sufism and Persian poetry. That is why Abu Saʿid will always be celebrated. He is the master of the heart. He is the great teacher of joy and kindness. And he is the man who teaches us that the fastest way to heaven is to bring happiness to others. Thank you for learning about Abu Saʿid Abu'l-Khayr with us. Which of Abu Saʿid's beautiful ideas do you like the most? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more videos about Persian culture and history.